I think we're good. Yes. Hello, you guys.
Hi, everybody. Hey, it's Melissa and
Amanda.
we're coming to you live from Las Vegas from our global training conference. And we wanted to pop into Healthy Living. Hi, everybody. And just congratulate you on the midway point and bring to you some tips and some experiences that Amanda and I would love to share with you, having done this program for several years and for coaching people for several years. And there's some common things that I think we all experience, and maybe you're having some results that you're super psyched about. Maybe you're not seeing some results. And we really want to kind of get down and dirty and talk about those things. We also want to talk about some ongoing success tips. I think that once you've reached this point in your program, you've already made the commitment. So again, we want to congratulate you and remind you that when you do something like this, recommitting is part of the process. So
Totally.
just because you decided to do this a month ago and then you started 2 weeks ago, I mean, really, there are days when I got to recommit. So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
okay. That's normal. Like, recommit, sometimes on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times throughout the day.
And just reminding them that there's really no perfect timing for this. Like you guys, like she said, are committed and chose to do this, but just making this time perfect for you, what that means for you.
And knowing that you may have embarked on this and you have some things that are in front of you that you feel like might challenge your commitment. And that's so normal. We always encourage people, don't wait for that perfect time. You know, when you have a 30-day window where you have absolutely nothing, no social situations, you're not going to be seeing people, like, you don't
No traveling.
no travel. You don't need to go into seclusion to do this. You don't have to turn down invitations and say, gosh, nope, I can't do it because I have this and this and this. You know what? It's spring and we have a lot of things that are going to be coming up. So we want to talk about those things. So I thought I would just start by talking a little bit about maybe as far as a timing thing, and also the environment that you're in, and do you feel supported? You guys, sometimes when we do this, we may not be doing this with people in our lives, in our household, that are supportive of this. And so, you know, we want you to know that you are not alone. And then at the same time, it's okay. And I 100% encourage people, like, don't do this, do it in spite of anything and anybody else. Doing this for yourself. So you may not necessarily have the support of, you know, the spouse or the family or the roommate or you know, the people around you. And that's okay, because I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little secret. More is caught than taught. And that, what I mean by that is, a lot of times the people around you, they're picking up on things. And just by you doing this and having some results and feeling more vital, you're going to be teaching people things that you're not even intentional on teaching them. So I just want you guys to do this and continue to progress through your program with or without the support of other people. I want to talk to you guys about some social situations that and how to navigate these situations. Okay. So whether it's you know, a party or a barbecue or a shower or a wedding, you know, because we're embarking on that season. I think one of the biggest things that I can tell you is, first of all, go ahead and say yes to those, but be prepared. Be prepared in advance and be prepared when you're there. And we have a few tips as to how to accomplish and achieve those things. So, for example, you guys, I typically don't go into a social situation I'm not going to go there starving. I'm not going to go there without having had either a hormonally balanced, clean meal or a shake. And a lot of times I like to choose a shake because there might be some things there that I'm like, oh, this is very healthy day or healthy living friendly. And I wasn't really anticipating that. And so I want to be able to be social and invite in some of those things. But I also want to have a nice, you know, satiated feeling when I go into those situations. So a blended meal in the form of a shake is like always what I do before I go into a social situation. What if that social situation has alcohol or sodas or something that's like not on your program, and you kind of want to do something a little bit more than water, because sometimes just hanging with water in social situations kind of blah, kind of boring. But I will tell you guys, bring your fizzies, okay? And I always bring a couple, because you might want to share, because people are going to ask you. I love to put my fizzies in like a big wine globule or a big glass, and use, fizzy water in there, and, bring a lime or use a lime, and just have it to be like a fun, like a mocktail.
Something in your hand.
Something in your hand.
Like if you have something in your hand with a little lime, like people don't even question that.
So
you
true.
feel so empowered leaving that event or such social situation. Like, wow, I did it.
Absolutely.
I didn't drink tonight.
And people are curious, and you know what? Embrace the curiosity. Don't feel like people are being judgy. Embrace that, kind of turn that around and be proud of what you're doing.
Totally.
And share what you're doing, because so many of us have joined this program and made life changes and changes in our health because somebody just casually brought it up. So totally. We love that. Okay. Yeah. I want to talk to you guys also about getting into situations that are like dining out. And so some people kind of just freeze up when they think about going into a restaurant, or like, well, I can't go out to dinner. That is not true. You guys have 2 weeks under your belt. And you have learned the basics, you're practicing the basics, and you can take those practices into any kind of a dining out situation. Here's what I like to do. First of all, sometimes you have control of where you're going and sometimes you don't. You're meeting people, whatever. But most every restaurant is going to have an online menu, and I just take a peek beforehand.
Yeah.
I want to kind of know what's on there, and I'm already sort of choosing. The second thing is, don't be afraid to communicate with the server and ask, do you have these items? Sometimes I'll just say, here are the things I'm looking for. Can I get this, this, and this, and this? And what would be my best choice? And they're so cool about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're doing something similar, or they've got some, dietary restrictions, and most restaurants are really open and welcoming to that.
Right.
So don't feel like you're that guy. You're that person that's being like super picky. So be really communicative with that. And here's the thing, you guys, when it comes to dining out, sometimes make the best choices. This is about progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a situation where you're like, oh boy, make the best choices that you can.
Yeah.
Don't be deprived. Don't go without. Don't be that person. You're not going to sit there at a meal and not have anything on your plate.
And I love that you said that. Like, just don't even beat yourself up, because it is about progress and not perfection. So the greatest thing, one of the greatest gifts for me on this program was knowing like what to do next. I didn't have to guess. Like if there was a night that wasn't perfect, I knew exactly what to do to make myself feel better. Like maybe there was something that I didn't eat, that I didn't want to really eat, but I did, or, and I had a digestion plus or an extra one that night, or the next morning I just jump right back into my shakes and I'm good.
Best
thing.
It's
just the next day. It's not this, I'm a failure or I'm beating myself up over and over and over again. It's like, no, progress, not perfection. Or, oh gosh, tools to jump right back in.
Or gosh, I have to start over. Or I was unsuccessable on my 30 day.
Yeah.
You guys, that is not how we roll.
No.
That is not this program at all.
No.
Okay. So with that, that was a perfect segue into talking about travel. So we are out of town. We are traveling this week. We're out for several days. Yeah. And the coolest thing about this program is we have so many of our easy buttons that travel with us. Okay. So as you know, so many of our easy buttons in Arbonne come in these little individual packets, okay? Bars, nutrition bars, Digestion Plus, our Fizz, even complete hydration, which is from our sports nutrition line. But you guys, I'm not sporting this week. I am definitely not out.
No, but we're kind of in the sun a little bit, and like a lot of walking and not as much restful sleep. So the electrolytes for me, just getting that extra hydration when we're having a couple cocktails with dinner or something like that has just been critical to waking up feeling rested.
And just traveling and being in the air and being on airplanes. So you guys pack all of your little easy buttons. One of the things that I recommend too is bring your shakes with you, and either bring them in individual packets.
This is a great little shaker cup. This little example here.
Little shaker cups, little individual packets of protein, or you can take your own little snack, Ziploc bags, little snack, and put your protein in there, throw your greens in there, and throw your fiber in there, and make up as many as you're going to need throughout the day or throughout your travel. And then you've got your shaker cup. You're going to throw them in your shaker cup, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. So it's how I have started every morning since I don't know how many days have we been. 4 days now.
Yeah.
And then if you need a little healthy fat, which you want your healthy fat, you just these little travel packets of almond butter, or I had some raw organic cashews. That was my go-to.
Yeah. And I was just going to say, I always carry my little almonds. You guys, I will recommend, so on our program, we're recommending a minimum. We're having you do one of these a day, but when we travel, we recommend adding an additional 1 to 2 of the Digestion Plus a day, because different water sources could go to work on you very, very quickly when you're drinking water from, not where you're normally from. Meals might be a little different. Your timing might be different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are kind of off. So we really recommend that you do an additional 1 to 2 of these Digestion Plus a day when you are traveling. And what else can I tell you? Drinking lots and lots of even additional water. And here's the deal, you guys. Don't wait until you're at your destination. Start to pre-hydrate. So if you know you're traveling, start 2 days in advance and really, really pre-hydrate. When you're on the plane, it sounds silly, but if you've got to walk on the plane with an empty bottle or through security, always have like a couple of extra bottles and then fill them up with water so that you have water on the plane and you're not waiting for.
You just feel so much more successful. See, you kind of are a planner a little bit.
No, I resist planning, but these are not things. I mean, these are just great habits.
They are.
They're just like my habits.
You're so right.
I'm not a very good planner.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. I want to talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about kind of results and where we're at and people's expectations. Okay. Managing those expectations. What are people experiencing? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to just share with you guys. We know, now that this is not a diet. That's not anything that this is a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle for us. That's why we're traveling and able to do this. And we want it to be a lifestyle for you. And a lot of people might be wondering, how do you make healthy meals convenient? Like, how do you make these healthy meals still a lifestyle? Because a lot of times the diet is just this temporary, few days or month of this and this, and then you just go right back to we want to help you establish lifelong habits to make this a lifestyle so you feel and look and can perform your best. So talked a little bit about all that. Let me go back to my notes here. Making healthy meals when you're so busy. I get this question so often. How are you making these healthy livers when you're so busy? And I have a couple of different, I want to talk about this a couple different ways, just to touch on it for a minute here. For my non-planners, my lovely friend, Melissa, and even sometimes myself, I wouldn't consider, I'm a busy mom and I'm not always planning as much as I would like to, but some go-tos when you're a non-planner, just have those go-tos. Those go-tos are going to be so critical for your success. So like, for instance, I know Melissa and myself both will have a couple different options of greens in the fridge with maybe a couple of different veggies and then some sort of protein. Maybe you've grilled some chicken, maybe you have some grilled salmon, and you can make a bowl. And you can put some avocado on top and some clean salsa or something. And that to me, that just sounds lovely. Like I could eat that every day of the week. So have those go-tos when you're not planning, like sitting down. Sometimes I like to sit down and actually plan out a few meals, because for my planners, meal planning works really well for you. So maybe you don't want to go to the store multiple times a week. You don't have time for that. I actually really like going to the farmer's market multiple times a week, going to Whole Foods. But, if that's not your jam, then I would just suggest writing out a few of those meals that that look good to you. That one of the things that I loved about this program too was all of the recipes that we provide you guys. So there's seasonal recipes. I'm sure you've checked some of them out, but gosh, there's so many more than you would ever need that'll keep this fun and different experiences for you. But under the files tab in our group, go check out those seasonal recipes, because there might be something in there. I try to pick like 3 or 4 of them, maybe 5 of them, and plan that out. So I find like I make a lot of the same stuff that probably most people make. I mean, we do burrito bowls. We do we'll have a taco night. We'll do spaghetti with spaghetti squash, or like zoodles. We love that. We do, like, it's not like we're just eating salads, or and my salads, gosh, I make them like we talked about, with just proteins and healthy fats and everything. But don't let that scare you, like this, I've got to cook like this for the rest of my life or something like that. We want it to be easy, and hopefully those go-tos can kind of help simplify your week. And that's how you're going to continue to see success on this program. Because whether you're a planner or not, just having those go-tos or planning out some of those meals is really going to help your success. Like I said, on Sunday, we'll just come up with a couple of ideas and just kind of start my week like that. I also like to do a little bit of prepping sometimes, because I have 2 older boys, and they're outside of the house now, but we still entertain, and I still have them coming back and forth sometimes. And especially I have a toddler at home and friends over, whatever, I like to have those go-tos. So maybe on Sunday I'll make like a big thing of quinoa, or I'll grill extra chicken breasts, and I will, so maybe not necessarily plan out every single meal, but I like to like have a thing of beans or quinoa, or, just a bunch of chopped veggies or something. So I know going into my week when it's going to be busy or people are going to be coming over, I can throw some good options together. I don't even have to think about it. So we talked about the recipes, and you can always go to a meal replacement shake. And there's many, many times that I do this. I do not want to go to the vending machine. I don't want to run through fast food. I know that will not make me feel good. So I will do a shake. If I'm working, doing a demo at night or something, I sometimes will have a meal replacement shake for dinner, and it's satisfying and you don't feel bloated. I mean, it's great. And I still sleep good. So, you can always have a shake as one of your meal replacements. It's at least one of my meals every single day, and has been for over 5 years. So
can I tell you what's, I wake up really super early, about 3 days a week, to go teach an early morning class. And my dinner is a replacement shake, because they're light, but I don't want to go to bed on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
But, I feel awesome doing an evening meal replacement shake. So that's not weird. It doesn't have to be your breakfast or your lunch. It can absolutely be your dinner. So it's easy to digest. I don't go to bed with like a big, I just did this big meal.
Just ate this huge meal and I don't feel very good. Yeah. So definitely use that as one of your easy buttons too. And like Melissa said, you have some practice under your belt, so you can mix and match. Maybe you like to eat breakfast and you want that meal replacement shake for lunch or for dinner or whatever. Whatever works for you is great. So just know that every body is different. I'm going to just jump into maybe some different experiences that people are having right now. So what if you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're not necessarily experiencing everything that you want to be experiencing? You're not seeing the results that you want to see just yet. So I just want to encourage you to stick with it, because remember, everybody is different. So there's multiple ways that we gauge success in this program. I mean, number one, just like jumping in to do this and really create this healthy living lifestyle for you and people that are watching you, as Melissa mentioned, is such a gift, right? For yourself, just to feel just those changes and the awareness, and maybe some habits that weren't serving you. And maybe when you start to eat a little bit cleaner, you find that you are sleeping a little bit better. You might not necessarily see numbers on the scale. Maybe your goal isn't weight loss. I mean, we have some people that really need to gain weight. Yep. Weight gain is their goal. So don't let the number on the scale deter you. I mean, we don't even like you getting on the scale maybe once a week if you want to gauge it there, but don't get on it every day. It can really mess with your emotions. And that was definitely my experience in the past. But there's just a lot of other contributing factors that could be affecting your results. And you might see really great results in week 1. You might see really great results. Like maybe you just came out of the fog and you're feeling a lot better at the end of week 2, which is normal. Maybe you see really great results at the end. We've had people that have done the whole program for 30 days, and right at that last week, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm rocking and rolling and I've lost some weight. And, but that don't miscredit or discredit, miscount, whatever the word I'm looking for, the other benefits that you're experiencing of just maybe being a little bit more prepared, maybe, sleeping better. Like I feel so rested when I'm on this program, and just maybe kicking some of those bad habits. Those are all successes on your program. It's not just about weight loss. So the body really needs some time to adjust. Throwing all these nutrient-dense foods at it, all these extra grains, all this extra fiber.
Hydration.
Tons of extra
days
water.
and days and weeks. I mean, that can take weeks to rehydrate yourself.
Yes.
And get working and your organs working on an optimal level.
Yeah. And the way that we're eating is just really pulling and flushing those toxins out. And sometimes it takes a minute for the body to go, okay, I'm really going to let go of this now. It might not be in the first week. It might be in the 3rd week, but I am going to eventually let go of some of these toxins I might be holding on to. So don't let the timing deter you from success or keeping going the next 2 weeks, because you will have amazing results on this program. And whatever amazing means to you, it's a personal journey for sure. I think that, what else do we have here, Melissa?
I think that was kind of
on the way that you Yeah. I
Yeah.
know I talked about that. I think
Yeah.
we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep patterns and just knowing that people experience weight loss differently. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Really, it's about staying the course. Oh, what were you going to say?
No, one more thing I was going to say, because I know you and I have both talked about this before and had some similar results. Amazing results 30 to 60, 90 days in. The first 30 days for me was kind of experimental. Can I really do this? Can I really give up wine for 30 days? Can I really get rid of cheese? Can I really not snack? Very much a learning process the first 30 days. But after that, really, okay, I've got some new awareness and newly created habits that I'm loving, and better results in definitely 60 days, 2 to 3 months in.
Huge.
So keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, a lifestyle. It might not be 100%, but
yep.
It might be 95 and you might feel amazing at that point.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that in 2 weeks, when we're at the end of our 30 days, you're going to look back and you're going to go, I cannot believe, wow, that went so fast.
Yes.
Sometimes when you're in it, you guys, it feels like you're slow.
Yes.
But here's what we want you to do. Communicate with your coach. Get some dialogue going if you don't already. Check in. Let us know.
Post here for any questions.
Post here how you're feeling. Any frustrations, any issues, anything that you're feeling or experiencing, we either have experienced ourselves or other healthy living coaches have, or our other clients have. So, you guys keep going.
It's a journey.
Maybe you want to give yourself like a little up level. Maybe this is the time, and tomorrow's Sunday. Maybe this is the week that you say, you know what, I'd like to fill in the blank. I would like to increase my hydration this week. I'd like to try a new recipe. Yeah, just pick one new recipe. Or like me, like that's my thing, is every time I'm like, okay, I'll try one new recipe, not like a whole week, because I'm non-planner, but whatever that's going to be for you. Just decide maybe what that one little up level is. Because again, we put it all in front of you, but it's not about you have got to be perfect on day 1 or week 2 or week 3. So just progress through the program. Thank you guys for being on this journey with us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being my buddy.
That's right. Cheering you guys on.
Yes.
We will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.